good people. I want to touch on a couple things today in regard to how we are out here living, what we are doing, what we're engaging in. We always can look on the outside and see what's wrong with people. But we got to really consider what it is that we are doing, what it is that we are essentially causing to happen in our own lives, that is negatively impacting us. So, I believe in this whole self-analysis thing. Let me look at me and see where I'm messing up. Let me kind of self-check, so I don't have to be checked by somebody else. Let me look at the flaws and the errors in my ways, so that I can actually fix that before I start inflicting pain and other things on people. So, one of the primary objectives in this whole self-analysis thing is really simple. It's, what is it about me that I can fix? How can I become more in tune with myself so that I can become whole, and that I don't have to lash out at others, that I don't have to mistreat others? These things are really important to consider. Especially as parents, we got to look at that. Like, what are we doing to our kids to inflict the same harm that someone else inflicted on us? The cycle's got to stop somewhere, and it's got to be with us. Sometimes you just got to raise your hand and go, you know what? It's me. Let me fix me. Let me check me. So, that being said, it only takes a few minutes a day to go, what was going on with me today? Pass a mirror, take a look in, look at you, love on you, but be honest with yourself. And this is a process that I'm telling you I do regularly, because my attitude is not always the best. I can admit that. So I have to check me so that I can be what I'm supposed to be, behave how I'm supposed to behave, carry myself how I should, and represent, and then be able to stand in the gap for others. And that's just real. That's part of being human and part of living. But we got to do that. We've got to be willing as adults to do that. Again, so we are not messing up our kids, because sometimes we can say some really mean and hurtful stuff, and we got to be willing to go, you know what? That was my bad. I apologize. I'm having a rough day. Or better yet, catch yourself before negative words come out of your mouth. Now, I'm speaking from experience, because I'm telling you, certain days that my attitude is not the best. And I know that. And it's those days that I try to stay away from people until I self-correct, until I get myself together. It's maturity. You got to know you, so that you don't inflict you and your situation, your current state of being, on other people. Life is by no means easy. I'm not going to front like it is. It's not. And I understand that. But it is only more difficult when we don't treat people the way that they should be treated, when we walk in hate instead of love. And that's a reality. And again, shoulder tap, honey. Stop it. It's not okay. It's not cool for us to be going around here talking about people, bullying people, just being plain old mean. We got situations here in inner city of Detroit, for example, where lives are being taken. Young people out here shooting and killing each other because they don't value life. They don't have an understanding of what value they have in their own lives. So they can't see the benefit in anybody else's life. And that's just where, that's where we have to begin as adults to go, hold on. What role did we play in this? And how do we reverse this? How do we fix this situation? It's young people out here that don't have anyone to turn to, anybody to talk to, any real support, and that's real. And they're out here doing whatever they're doing, causing all kinds of mayhem and things like that, and actually destroying their own lives, not to mention the lives of other people. So, again, if we can correct us, then we can have a hand in helping these young people. See, we are eventually, if we live long enough, we're going to get old, and we're going to hope to have someone to take care of us. And that is this generation that's out here now, reckless and alone. They're out here trying to figure it out, because this generation and the generation before us even, was quite a bit selfish, and has been and continues to be self-centered. And again, you're seeing it play out in our kids. If you didn't see it before, hopefully you can look at our youth and say, you know what, something has to be fixed, something has to be changed. We've got to make some corrections at our level so that we can extend that change and that help to them. That's just a reality. So through Share Necessities and Eagle Business and Training, we do youth development, and we reach out and we really actually listen to what the kids are saying. As parents, we've got to do better with that. Listening, hearing our kids, being able to understand, or at least attempt to put ourselves in their shoes so that we can see how we can help them, so that we can build bridges of communication. Because what's happening right now is that everyone is talking at each other and nobody's listening, no one's hearing, no one's being receptive to each other. We're just spinning our wheels. We're not going to get anywhere. And that's what we're seeing. The results are evident. We don't have to do any scientific research. We don't need the government to come in and say anything. This is a community issue. This is a self issue. You follow what I'm saying? And because there are a whole bunch of selves contained within the community, we just have to understand that it starts individually, and then we can spread love, understanding, better relationships out within the community. It's our responsibility. So I'm hoping that today you'll take a moment, as I am doing and as I regularly do, to just pause for the cause you need some help too, cause you need some self-love, cause you need to check you. I mean, if you're off, you're off. But you have the ability to fix you. Nobody else can. You can do it though. Take a minute to love on you. Take a minute to appreciate you, but also take a moment to check yourself and put yourself in a better position to deal with others out here in this world who need that loving you that is hiding beneath all those layers of life. I love you. God bless you. Be well.